There are about 40 seconds every single morning that decide the outcome of your entire day. Your eyes open, the room is cold, and before you've even had a conscious thought, your brain has already run the numbers. The hard tasks ahead, the projects you promised yourself you'd start, it feels like an impossible mountain. Your hand reaches out, hits snooze, and you lose a battle you weren't even awake for. What if I told you that your lack of discipline isn't a moral failure? It's just bad biology. If you're tired of beating yourself up for being lazy or lacking self-control, you need to hear this. Relying purely on willpower is the number one reason people fail to build lasting habits. It exhausts your mental energy by noon and leaves you frustrated. But what if you could train your brain to crave hard work instead? In the next 3 minutes, you're going to learn 3 things. 1. Why willpower is a neurological trap. 2. The concept of learned industriousness and how effort becomes a reward. 3. A 5-step psychological framework to make discipline feel effortless. Let's bust the biggest myth in self-improvement, that disciplined people are just stronger than you. In landmark psychological studies, researchers discovered that highly disciplined individuals don't actually resist temptation better than anyone else, they just encounter it less often. They aren't winning a daily war against themselves, they've simply stopped fighting. This is explained by a psychological principle called learned industriousness. Effort isn't just a painful toll you have to pay, it's a sensory experience. And just like any other sensation, your brain can be conditioned to value it. When effort is consistently paired with a reward, your brain starts to associate the feeling of hard work with success rather than suffering. So, how do we trigger this in real life? Here is a 5-step framework to rewire your brain for effortless discipline. First, pay the effort, not the outcome. Stop rewarding yourself only when you hit a massive goal. Your brain releases dopamine based on prediction. Reward yourself immediately after a work session just for showing up. Second, move the reward to the doorway. Use temptation bundling. Only listen to your favorite podcast while at the gym. Make the hard task the only place where a good thing lives. Third, shrink the entry. Your brain doesn't resist work, it resists the size of the work. Commit to just 2 minutes. Make starting so ridiculous that saying no is harder than saying yes. Fourth, design the room. Stop relying on your 11 p.m. resolve. Put your phone in another room. Lay out your clothes the night before. Protect your future self from your tired self. Fifth, never end on failure. The last 30 seconds of a session are what your brain files away. If you're struggling, finish with 1 easy rep or 1 simple sentence. Always end on a win. When you apply these steps, everything shifts. Discipline stops feeling like a constant war against yourself and starts feeling like an automated system. Hard things will still take energy, but that agonizing 40-second negotiation every morning, it finally goes quiet. You stop forcing progress, and you start conditioning your nervous system to crave it. If this video changed the way you look at discipline, hit that subscribe button and drop the word consistent in the comments so I know you made it to the end.